Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we were working very diligently trying to get access to Demon Steel of the 8th magnitude, which is the last two items we need to create the Philosopher Stone. Now, we did some stuff to set up some systems, and I'm going to go over some of the stuff before we get to that I've been doing between episodes. One, I have been sorting and organizing all of the seeds and tinning pretty much all of them. What do we have? We have 9 technically left. I set up a little sprinkler system just to help this go a little bit faster. I've been AFKing for literally hours. So yeah, it's been fun. Demon Steel is terrible, but today we're going to get into some stuff that's going to make this all easier. So one of the big things with the Demon Steel, by the way, that island is pretty much destroyed. I had to go hunt for some ectoplasm, and yeah, a lot of creepers kind of blew up. I did capture a spirit in a soul vial, but we can't do anything with that yet. I can't capture those in safari nets, but to be honest, we're not going to need that much more ectoplasm, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, so one of the things that I did, as we were kind of working on stuff, so let's start with this. So I have started to try to make the drawer system for all the essence a little bit nicer. This is where the controller is going to go, and basically I've been trying to sort it a little bit better, and I wanted to move it up a little bit so that it was aligned with the black instead of on it. Just because I think it'll look nicer. And I set up a little bit of automation for the diamonds. That's not much of anything. I decided to use a crafter. We had a crafter tier 3 that had was working at the essence farm. I decided to go ahead and use this to make the Demon Steel. And one of the big things that I did was in the last millennium, I was working very hard on getting a lot of Minicio. So I set up a ton of sprinklers. Now, we'll do this for anything we want a lot of, but honestly, probably not much. We'll probably just stick to about like this. Maybe a little bit more sprinklers, maybe one in the centers there, or bring it out to the edges and put sprinklers there as well. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but as you can see, I ripped up the plants because other than the nether star seeds, just because I wanted to be able to kind of make everything nice and organized like I want it. It's a work in progress, but lots of sprinklers, which means lots of Minicio. Now, that also caused another problem, so I had to fix that between episodes. And we set this guy up last time, sorta, with some crafters, which I forgot I was going to unconfigure that. The Ender IO crafters, and I added capacitors to them. So this one has an octadic. These two have double. And while that worked fine, I had to go ahead and make another crafter. For the sole reason, which it is currently off. And as you can see, I had to set up all of the like memory things and everything. Solely because we were getting too much Minicio for one of these crafters to handle from Ender IO. So that was a thing. Anything else I really did? I had to go through a lot of power. We went through a lot of diamonds. I upgraded a lot of drawers and whatnot. We only have 1,300 diamonds currently. So a lot of different things that I had to do. I've got to keep an eye on things to void and whatnot with the drawer system. But that all is going to get very, very easy starting today. So, yeah. That got us 54 Demon Steel of the 5th magnitude. I also went ahead and killed a couple Guardians because I knew I was going to need to. So let's open these Dice of Fates. We get the Eye of the Fugal, which I believe that gives us like teleportation or something. And that one didn't have anything. So I don't really care about a lot of the other stuff. I got the thing that I wanted, which was the key of the King's Law. This weapon is useless, but it's really cool, so I don't care. But anyways, we have Demon Steel of the 5th magnitude. to demon steel of the 6th magnitude, which I want to make sure before we craft the next that it does count the quest. We'll collect all that stuff in a moment, and that gives us demon steel of the 7th and demon steel of the 8th magnitude times 2. So what do we want to do today? Let's take far right, and we'll complete all of these quests. And now, oh wow, we got 3 graders. That's strange. We can make the Philosopher's Stone. Alright, so the Philosopher's Stone is going to be our way to get into a lot of other things. Of all of this, I guess we'll take half a heart. Don't really care. So we can put that away, and that away. We'll open these reward bags in a little bit. So, with the Philosopher's Stone collected, we need to make H&L's fuel block. So, that's the next thing on my list. That requires H&L's fuel, which requires Mobius fuel, which requires alchemical coal. And alchemical coal is coal. So, we just need a lot of coal. Let's get, like, 4 stacks, and we're gonna have to do this in a crafting grid. Now the Philosopher's Stone luckily does not ever like break or anything, and you can do a lot of different things with it. It's kind of cool. But there is alchemical coal, Mobius fuel, and H&L's fuel. So we're gonna need a lot more coal than that. So let's just grab a ton of it. And can we get like a stack of these? It doesn't actually matter. It's shapeless. So crafting plenty of coal. And I think we'll stop with that. So you can turn it back into coal, then Mobius fuel, because it is, well, it is a Philosopher's Stone. It is equivalency. That's what Project E actually stands for. It's an equivalent exchange. That's what it used to be called. So then we can turn this into a block of H&L's fuel. And that should be that quest. So we're going to just take a chance isohedron. No big deal. Now, the next thing we need to make is this alchemical chest. We're going to need 4 of these. So we're going to need a lot of H&L's fuel. So let's put that away. Let's put that away. We can go ahead and do this. Alright, so alchemical chest, we're going to need 4 of these for the Energy Condenser. Dark matter also requires a lot of H&L's. And red matter requires even more H&L's. So we're going to need just a ton of coal. I really hope I don't regret this. Let's make some patterns. So that makes that. Oh, I didn't actually have that into the system. So let's do this. And then we can use this guy to make Mobius fuel. Hopefully we have enough. So make one of those. It shouldn't use up the Philosopher's Stone, so yeah, we're fine. I was a little bit worried about that. So recipe for this is like so. And the recipe for this is like so. Alright, so we'll put this stuff in here. We can take out some other stuff for the time being. And we're also going to want to grab a dark matter. So, H&L's fuel. Let's craft like 30 of those. We're going to need a lot. And this is going to be pretty major. Is it actually... Okay, it is actually crafting that. So we're going to need dark matter. Dark matter is made, we need 1. It says 8 aethernalis fuel and 1 diamond block, but in this, it is, let's find dark matter. It is a plutonium block, which is a little bit more of a pain to get. So I do want to go ahead and tell the system how to make this. And we're going to tell the system how to make this as well once we get our first dark matter. So that is going to take a while. Alright, well, let's see, what do we have that we can take out? Dark steel anvil and electric compressor. We can take this stuff out, and we're going to put this stuff just in there for right now. So we'll get to this stuff in a little bit. Now the other thing we're going to need is the alchemical chest. We're going to need 4 of these, like I said. So that's going to require some different dusts. So we're going to need charcoal. So do I not have any charcoal at all? We have mini charcoal. Can we turn this back into charcoal? Nope. Well, that's a bummer. So let's grab a piece of wood. And we should be able to turn this into charcoal. Perfect. Alright, so alchemical chest, we're going to need low covalence dust. Just throw that in there. We're going to need medium covalence dust. Just throw that in there. And high covalence dust. Easy enough. We're also going to need magnesium and some obsidian chests. So can we make... We have a single gold chest. We're going to need 4 of these. So let's get 3 more. 3 more chests. And go through this whole process. And I know I have a couple diamond chests lying around, but I don't really want to use those, so yeah. 3, we need 1 more piece of glass. Which is not on autocraft. I thought it was. You know, I could teach the system how to do that. So sand equals glass. Put that right there. Perfect. Let's make like 100. Why not? 100 glass. So do we have any more patterns? Can we make like 5 of these? We can once we have a CPU. Which this is getting close. It's just gonna take a while. Alright, so I think the other thing is done, the glass, so can we get 10 of those? Sure can. Cool. Alright, so did I teach it dark matter? I did. Alright, so while we wait, let's go ahead and get the last diamond chest, and then we're going to need 4 obsidian chests. Easy enough. Alright, so the alchemical chest, all we need at this point... Why are you not... There we go. All we really need is the spirit binders. So we're going to need 4 of these, which is why I went ahead and got the Gaia Spirit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll need to make another one eventually, probably. Yeah, if we make one more, we can duplicate it relatively soon. So the big thing for now is we just need to get some other stuff. So while we're waiting on all this stuff, let's look at the energy condenser. So some things we're gonna need. We're gonna need cobalt. How many? 6 cobalt. We have 5. Alright, let's turn our magnet off so it stops doing that. So where do they go? They go here. And we need one more. Which luckily, I do believe we have a little bit of cobalt ore. Or essence. Yes. And that will give us an ore for 9. And like I said, eventually we will start growing all that stuff nice and neat. It'll be easy. It'll be great. And it's going to give us access to a lot of things that we might not necessarily have otherwise. So I think we can just throw this in here. And I'm getting some frame rate issues. I'm getting some like tick lag. Let's see, TPS. I knew it was TPS. Also, apologies for the motorcycle outside. Okay, so it's not terrible, but could be better. At least I think. I don't know. I don't know how to read that stuff sometimes. Anyways, this will give us 2 cobalt. And having an extra one is nice because, well, we can duplicate them later. EMC is all about duplicating stuff, and we're going to need to do that for some of the higher tier stuff. Hey, we have the Aeternal's fuel. So let's get the dark matter. So there is our first dark matter. And since we crafted it, it's perfect. We'll just take something like that. Doesn't matter too much. And then we're going to teach the system how to make red matter. So we're going to need dark matter like so, and red matter. So I should have enough plutonium for what we're going to be doing today. So we'll take the giant. Why not? And let's put this in here. And we're going to need 3 more red matter. So let's go ahead and tell the system to make 3 more. So it's going to try to calculate. It's going to take a little bit of time because it's going to require a lot of stuff. We don't have enough storage. So let's make dark matter times, actually let's make, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 16, 19. 19 dark matters. Can you do that? Auto crafting wise. I hope so. No. Alright, let's just make 3, 6, 9. 9 dark matter. Can you do that? Yes. Cool. So it'll work on that for a little bit. And let's go ahead and put this away. And then we're going to need to get the rest of the stuff. So Energy Condenser, we're going to need mithril large plates. We're also going to need jade blocks. How many jade blocks are we going to need? 10. So that is easy enough. We can just take some jade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Easy enough. Now where does it go? Because it doesn't go all the way. Yeah, it goes like so. Alright, so next thing, mithril large plates, so that's 8 molten mithril, mana infused, each, which I believe we have a good bit of nether mithril, which we can also use. So if we, alright, if we cook it up, we get mana infused ore, which we can then double. That'll give us 4. Or we can do that. Let's go ahead and smelt it up. Get the mana infused ore, and then this stuff we can pulverize for 4. And I think that's what we'll want to do. So let's come down here. And it's going to make a bunch of ingots of this. So we're going to need what? 3, 6, 48. That's enough. So we're going to need 48. That's not too bad. We'll throw this into here. Now this is active with signal. And we just need to get a large plate. And we'll come get this in a little bit. So everything else can just go in here. Let's go ahead and open these reward bags. So we have light oxygen tanks, chunk loaders, that's actually nice, and advanced bin. Okay, not much of anything that I really care about, but you know what? Whatever. So it is currently trying to craft a bunch of that stuff. Let's get 8 analysis fuel blocks. We could tell it to make, let's see, 6 of these. But it's going to have trouble because there's only one thing in there. So we'll worry about that later. Alright, so next thing, we're going to need unstable ingots. So we have a good bit of those. I think we only need 4 of those. So that's easy enough. And that goes in the corners. Alright, what is next? We're going to need to make these end crystals. We're going to need to make the alchemical chests, which we'll get to in a little bit. And then we're going to need a lot of PRC logic expansion cards, which are going to require not much, really. It's going to be a lot of red alloy. So can we tell it to make like 100 red alloy? We certainly can. Okay. So let's go ahead and start getting some of this stuff taken care of. We're also going to need 4 ender crystals. So we're going to need 4 vibrant crystals. If I can spell vibrant. So let's get the 4 vibrant crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Alright, and then we're going to need Enderman. Which we have 2 vials full. We can go get, let's go get 3 more. The reason I want to get 3 more instead of just 2 is because of, well, basically, it's going to be easier in the long run to have an extra one lying around that we can use for making stuff later. So this is not going to be a problem. We just come up to them, capture them, aim at their feet, and they won't get too mad. Alright, so with that we can make the ender crystals. And there's not too much more we're going to have to do. So we are going to need a good bit of levels. And a good bit of power. So how are these guys doing? Not too bad. Okay. So there's 1 plate. And getting close. So that's going to drain a lot of power. That's okay. In the long run, it's going to work out. And we're going to need 12 more levels. So retrieve 10, 15. Alright, so we're almost there with the energy condenser. And once we have this guy, what the energy condenser does. So, I haven't really talked about what we've been making so far. Philosopher Stone is what allows you to make a whole bunch of stuff. To make it kind of clear, it's the Philosopher Stone. You can use it in world to change blocks. You can convert things. So there's a ton of different recipes with this guy. You can also use it to cook. It acts as a smelting. You can convert iron to gold, or to ender pearls, or to diamonds. The coal into better fuels, and so forth and so on. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. It's really kind of cool. Like this is done, so we have 4. Yep. Make the last one, and we're getting decently close to having everything we need. So that's really nice. But yeah, so that's what the Philosopher's Stone does. It does a lot of things, and it's kind of your introduction into Project E. Dark matter is used for a lot of things, which we will get to later. Right now, we're wanting it for the energy condenser. But dark matter is also used to make a bunch of different things, such as tools, which are really good, as well as the red matter tools. And there's armor set, and there's a bunch of other various items and trinkets and whatnot. I'm not going to go over all of them. You can also make dark matter blocks. Some of the more important ones, probably, let's see, iron band. It's probably disabled. I believe it's called flowing time. Let's find something that has red matter in it, because that's probably going to be a little bit more of things it's going to do. So, there's a lot of really powerful things in Project E. Some of them are even more powerful than needed, to be honest. But it doesn't look like... Oh, I bet I know what it is. Let's check the red matter blocks. Which the blocks, by the way, only require 4 instead of the full, like, 9. But, yeah, there is items in Project E. They might be disabled. I believe it's called the Watch of Flowing Time or something like that, which is kind of insane. Speeds up things very fast, but I think it's disabled in this pack, so that's fine. Anyways, we have more things to place. So something like this, and then in the center 9x9, these go here. Alright, so we're going to need an frozen cores. Let's worry about that next. How are we doing on dark matter, by the way? It's still crafting. Alright, so do we have the nether? Okay, we have plenty of pure nether quartz. So I think the next thing we're going to work on in all this was we're going to need 10 PRC logic things. We're going to need some plastic, but that's not too bad. So we're going to need 10 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm glad these stack. Alright, there's those. There's the first tier. The 300 level. And what are we out of? Mercury. Alright, hopefully we have enough mercury or to deal with this, but let's see, we can grind it up, I do believe. Pulverizer gives us a chance for another, so does the sag mill, so let's pulverize that. We'll come back to that in a moment, but we're going to need a good bit of that stuff. And Yeah, each one is going to be another 3, so we also are going to need plastic, which I believe is vanilla, so that is nice. Let's get, I have plenty of raw rubber. That'll cook up. We'll grab the other type of rubber in a moment, and it'll be great. So there's 30 some. That should be enough, hopefully. And then we're also going to need... I don't have any pumpkins. Ooh, this is not good. We need to grow pumpkins. What's going to be the best way to do that? I guess, let's see, let's make sure there's none in here. We need pumpkins, and we need a good number of pumpkins, probably. Actually, we might just need one. So, what we need to do, let's grab a safari net. We're going to need a single crop stick, a piece of dirt somewhere that we can mattock and all that fun stuff. But yeah, we're going to make pumpkins because we need frozen cores, and frozen cores come from, hey, we have the 9. It's done. Cool. So make 3 of those. It's gonna take a while because of everything it needs to do. Alright, so that shouldn't be too bad. So let's place this guy down. Mattock him. That. Pumpkin seeds. Watering can. And we're going to try this, but we'll see how it works. So, mature. Perfect. Now we're going to need some snow. Because we're, in case you haven't guessed it, we're making a snowman. The reason being is that's how you get frozen cores. Snow golems give you frozen cores. Simple as that. And we can capture them, so that's perfect. Which means we can spawn them. So let's grab the mercury. Let's finish what we were doing. 43 mercury. Hopefully this is enough. I don't really want to have to go get more. There's 4 more. Being out of plastic is something we can easily deal with. But then we just need to grab our mob spawner, some essence, and where do we want to put this? I guess let's just go right over here. Put that in, and it will start working. And I believe this has luck on it, so hopefully we get frozen cores. Now how many we need? We do need to be a little bit careful because they will die fairly quickly on us. Alright, actually let's move this. Whoa, too much. Let's move this so that we can kind of deal with things a little bit better. Sorry, I was reading a text. So let's clear all this out. Unfortunately, snow golems kind of die in the heat that is, you know, this place. But we're gonna get a lot of snow. We need how many frozen hearts? We need 6 frozen cores, whatever. Let's get some more plastic. And we do this, that. So there's those, and then the 500 requires diamond lattices. And we're good. So there we go. With that taken care of, we're really, really close. Okay, so I guess we can start spawning them here. Let's grab a couple of fluid conduits just to make this a little bit easier. And extract, always active. Don't spawn exact copy. That's not something we want to do. And there's 2. And these guys should live a little bit longer. 3. It's not super rare, luckily. But we are going to have to clean this up. So we have 4. And there's the 6. Okay. You can stop now. If we get an extra one, cool. We have a 7th. So that's nice. Let's clean up all of this snow. I could use a shovel, but we're going to get plenty of snow anyways. So this is just for the frozen cores. And having those is going to be a lot nicer. So we'll just clean this up. No big deal. And since our magnet is on, we can clean this stuff up. Perfect. So let's get everything in here. Put the empty drum in here, I guess. Let's turn this off for a second so we can come over here. Make sure nothing is backed up there. I think I've gotten everything voided out at this point, so that's kind of nice. Now, what do these frozen cores actually do? We make them for this. Anything else? Salamander's Eye, Ice Magus Rod, and Glacial Staff. All sounds really cool. You can make Packed Ice, Shears of Winter. Okay, I don't know what half that stuff does because Reliquary is something I've never really worked all that much with, but I believe these go here. But hey, we have more stuff if we want it. And put that away. Let's clean up this stuff. This stuff is tinned fairly decently. Alright, let's take these out. And do that. I'm going to go ahead and grab osmium. See, copper comes down here. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And for the time being, let's just get rid of some of the stuff. I don't really care too much if it backs up because I'll deal with it later. Like after this episode. So, let's see. We need to... Oh, by the way, I also made another seed analyzer just for some stuff later. But, alright, cool. So we have even more stuff. Do we have the red matter yet? No. But we're getting close. Sorta. Alright, so what else do we need? We're going to need, obviously, the alchemical chests. But other than the dark matter and stuff, we just need to get an item fabricator, which is pretty simple. So, item fabricator, we just need to get 4 of these. Nope, wrong thing. And 2 of those. smelt it up to get the electrosilicon. And then we should be able to make these. One. We need more dark stone. And there is the second item fabricator. So perfect. This goes dead center. So all we need now is the matter. So how are we doing on coal? That is something I didn't consider. We have a good bit, but let's go ahead. Can we use the mini coal to do anything? Usage. No, just to smelt. Okay. So I guess we're gonna have to wait around for a little bit. And I guess while we're waiting, let's go ahead. We're gonna need to make the alchemical chest. We're gonna need H&L's fuel for that. We're gonna need 8 blocks of that. So that's gonna take a little bit of time. And then we're also gonna need more H&L's fuel for the rest of the dark matter. So 10 dark matter, that's 80. So that's what? How many blocks? 9. So we're gonna need like 17 blocks, which I don't think I accounted for. So we're gonna need to take some cyanite and make more plutonium. Now this isn't a problem or anything. It's just something we have to do. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and see if there's anything else we can get into. Something else I think I want to go ahead and do is I want to make the culinary generators. So these are going to be somewhat important. But we'll get to that here in a moment. So, culinary generators. Let's go ahead and do that. Culinary generator. We have a couple of them, which I did pick up. They should be in here. We have 4 of them. We're going to need 4 more of these, which means we're going to need all of these. So we're going to need 2 recipes worth of that, I think. We're going to need some iron furnaces. We're going to need 8 furnaces. So let's come down here, and here's the nice thing. We have all this compressed cobble. We'll just grab a couple pieces of the double compressed, and that'll make plenty of actual. So there is the 4 we can use to make the survival generators. And what else do we need? Pistons. We need pistons times 4, which that is on autocraft. Let's go grab, you know what, let's grab like, I did not mean to do that. Quadruple, no. And we just lost a piece of quartz. Ugh. Alright, sometimes I hate how powerful my pick is. So what we can do, 1, let's replace that. 2, extract, active with signal. We need a triple. Cool. That works. I just want 1 of these. And now we can... Ugh, wrong buttons. Always active. Alright. So, although we're probably not going to need that here soon. Anyways, so we're going to take 1 of these quintuples and just make a ton of everything else. Alright, so now we should be able to make 4 of these. And then we should be able to make 4 more of these guys to make the culinary generators. Perfect. So with all of that, you can take the other 4 culinary generators. And here's a nice thing. These have EMC, so we'll be able to duplicate them relatively soon. So we're going to need 4 gold, a breath first, and a transfer node. So gold. Breath first, I don't believe we have. So we're going to need speed upgrade, depth first, and redstone. So speed upgrade, depth first, and redstone blocks. Alright, and then that makes us 3 of them actually, and then transfer nodes times 4. Okay, so we have some QED stuff to do. Let's go ahead and get this. All should be relatively quick because of, well, all of the upgrades we have. And can I just tell it to, no. Okay, it's golden corners. I was hoping I could just tell it to do it, but nope. There we go. And we'll pop down here. Fill that back up. And luckily I've been running the, whoa, why are you making... Copper, give me all those. Alright, so we had even more copper seeds in there. Osmium, cool. That's fine. You can make as many osmium seeds as you want. I have so many things to just do around here. Anyways, let's go ahead and make culinary generator times 8. Take the far right. We got artifact diamond armor. That's terrible. It's not terrible, I should say, but it's not what we want. Alright, put that away, put that stuff away for now. And we have the 3 red matters. So we're going to need 10 dark matters. And I'll tell you guys what. I'm going to go ahead and make these. I'm also going to get ready to make the alchemical chest. So get the 8 analysis fuel blocks that we need. And I will be right back. That took a little bit of time, but not too bad. That's actually kind of... It wasn't terrible. It was like 10 minutes. But we have 8 more H analysis fuel blocks and our 10 dark matter. So let's go ahead and place the dark matter in here. Like so. And we just need to make the alchemical chests. So we need 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, that is a quest back in Kappa. Far right. And then the Energy Condenser, which is the best item in the game. And this is what we have been longing for so long. We'll need to make another one eventually, but we'll worry about that later. So, Energy Condenser. And now things get fun. Let's go ahead and place this guy down. Where do I want to put him? Honestly, let's turn on our magnet because of that. So let's go ahead and place this guy down right here. And as you see, it's a fairly small inventory. We'll get to that in a moment. But it's actually really simple how to use. So let's go ahead and throw this stuff in there. We have a greater and a good. Let's go ahead and open these. Why not? And a greater. Some plastic. Alright, cool. So, let's think for a second. What's something we really need? One, we need to unlock Draconic Evolution. But just to kind of give a demonstration, what's something we could really use? Well, we need to make these hyper energy transfer. We need to make bedrockium. In order to make bedrockium, we need a lot of well, a lot of cobblestone. And so something we could do, let's go ahead and craft this together. So we have a sextuple. We can put a sextuple cobblestone right there. And these quintuples aren't going to be enough, but as you can see, we can use up whatever kind of energy sources we want and create stuff from nothing. So what would be something better to kind of demonstrate? Let's see, what's something that's really, really annoying to make right now? If we look at Enchanter, Dark Steel. Alright, Dark Steel is actually pretty cheap, so let's get a piece of Dark Steel. Actually, we have a lot of it. If we wanted more, we just put this in here. And it actually stores the energy it had. So what's something really nice that we could do? We can get a lot of dark steel fairly easily. Vibrant alloy is another one. Whatever we want. So basically all we have to do is we put our target item in this upper slot, and it will create the other items. And we just use whatever EMC. So for example, jungle drawers are 111 EMC. But this oven and all this stuff is much higher, so we can just throw this stuff in here because I don't really care about it. We have a couple sets of them, and we can create whatever we want. So for example, let's take a look at some of the other things we're gonna need. So what's kind of next? Demon steel, obviously we're gonna need a lot of that. Steel casings. Steel casings are a pain to make, but once I make one, I can make as many as I want. And here's the thing. What can we use? Well, nether stars. Nether stars are actually fantastic. And since we're growing them fairly quickly, it's simple. So what do we do from here? Well, we just need to start making quests. Here's something we can do. So, Magnaloy is another thing. Now, we can't... glowing Magnaloy does not have EMC, so anything that does not have EMC, we can't use. But do we have any Magnaloy? We certainly do. So as long as we keep one of these guys, we can just throw him in here and make a bunch of them. And then fluid cows will give us the rest. So that for the glowing Magnaloy, so we can make all the draconic evolution stuff. So enchanted gravitite and whatnot. There's a lot of things we can do now. So with that finished, with this guy right here, what's the next thing we really need to work towards? Well, we need to complete quests. I really need to figure out what unlocks Lambda. Draconic evolution. I don't know. That's a problem. Actually, so I'm not going to use this for better questing. Open quest. Let's do T. No. T is usually reserved for multiplayer. But controls. I'd love to see what else is using T. I don't remember. Open pack GUI. We'll set that to none for now. Okay. So at the because I haven't been completing the quest here, we're not going to take advantage of this. So never mind. I wish I could see. But never mind. Okay. So I can come back here and cancel that one. And it was simply jetpacks. Put that back. Alright. So I was hoping to be able to see what quest it requires. But we'll have to figure that out. And I think what we're going to end up doing is, well, just kind of doing all the quests we can. So from here on out, it's going to be We'll need to automate a lot of things still, but until we get into the really nasty stuff of what is the mod called? It's Avartia. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. This mod that introduces a lot of things like neutron, neutron ingots, and the catalyst, and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of it is not EMCable. It's designed not to be. And so what we're gonna have to do is, well, hope. So we're gonna have to set up a lot of automation to kind of make the things that we're gonna need from that. Now, what are some other things that would be really useful? Off the top of my head right now, I don't know. Doesn't matter too much to me, but what we can start working towards is Draconic Evolution. There's not much in that either that is EMCable. So just so you know, certain things, Britannia, some of it is, some of it's not. It just really depends on the mod itself and whether it's a high tier mod or not. But things like machine frames, typically, so machine chassis is EMCable. A lot of things are. In fact, if we just type EMC, we'll see just 37 pages of stuff that has an EMC value that we can do stuff with. And some of them are really good. All of the extra planet stuff, for the most part, as far as I'm aware, is EMCable. Things like drums, we'll get to the point where we're going to want to make a ton of power. And hey, guess what? Solar panels, I believe, are EMCable. So this is the part of the pack where things are going to get a little overpowered, which is perfect. Spirit binders are, all of the, pretty much all of the Project E stuff is EMCable, but it's some of the highest values in the game, so it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, solar panels up until 9. Actually, all of the solar panels are EMCable. So we'll take a look at that and just see how bad it is. So this one is clearly not worth the cost. So wait, no, why is tier 7 not? So we can get to, okay, so these are not EMCable. So at a certain point, we'll be able to just get EMC. We can't make the top tier, but we can make solar panels. We can start using solar panels as power. Tesseracts, we can make those. A Tesseract is actually EMCable. So what we can do is we can just throw this guy in here. And grab a stack of nether stars and make a bunch. I don't think we're gonna need this many, so let's just stick with like 6. And if we want our EMC back, we just do that. So yeah, we can do a lot of really cool stuff with this now. So I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. Next time, we're going to work our way through quests and whatnot, and I'm going to try to figure out where I want to get. Oh, no, this is what we're going to do. Sorry, correction. Applied Energistics. So what is EMCable in Applied Energistics? Well, some of the blocks aren't, but some of them are. Controllers are, so we can duplicate controllers. Let's see, what else? I believe, let's get through all of this stuff. Circuits are, processors are, the 1K storage components are, And yeah, that's about it. But some of the more important things are we can make circuits as quickly and as many as we want. Can we do stuff like we can do crafting units, the crafting coprocessors, and the 64K stuff. But enough of it is EMCable that we are going to expand our planergistic system to be fairly massive down here. In fact, I don't even know that I want it over here. I think we might move it to be over here. Or at least put the we'll put the automation stuff over here. So that's kind of the plan. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but we're gonna work with, I think, applied logistics and go from there. So I'm gonna see if I can't find out what unlocks Draconic Evolution and kind of the next quest lines, because we also need to unlock this, which depends on what happens. But we're just gonna go through and just complete quests and whatnot and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Something I want to see real quick. Infinite water is EMCable. So let's go to here. This will take very, very quickly, and then we'll end the episode off and be on our way. So, like I said, next episode we are going to focus on, by the way, Tempero Essence, which we are getting a lot of. Once we have enough power, we're farming Tempero Essence. We can just use Tempero Essence as EMC. It's actually pretty good. But let's put this in here. I just want one. Let's get two. Let's just get one. And I can set these back up. So, yeah, we're gonna have some fun in the next episode. We're gonna do a lot of questing, I think, and then we'll work on getting more stuff that we need to do. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.